Today is VEDA number 2! Alright, today I want to talk about books. I don't know if any of you have ever felt this way, but sometimes when I'm reading a book and I'm getting close to the end, I actually don't want to finish it. I don't want the story to be over. I want it to continue. I want to stay in that world with those people. But every good story has to come to an end. Now, I say world because most of the books I read are fantasy. I mean, you could want to not leave that time period, that area, that country, but still, you don't want to leave. This morning, I finished reading this book, and I was probably 3 or 4 chapters from the end, and I wanted to stop reading because I didn't want it to be done. And it's not the only book that's happened to me for. It happened when I was reading Looking for Alaska. It happened when I was reading The Inheritance Cycle. It happens to me all the time. I just don't want to end. I want it to keep going, because when you're reading a book, you escape the world. As you are experiencing another life, everyone else is just going on with theirs. Sometimes it's really hard for that to happen, because you want to have been able to share this experience with those people. And that's why we reference people to books. This is why we tell them, oh my gosh, that's such a good book, you need to read it. You know, we want them to be where we were. We want them to have the same experiences we had. That's why we've become friends in real life. Because you can experience things together, and even though books aren't real life, they make you come closer together. Now, about the characters in these books. You know, I don't know how many times I've compared myself to the heroine of novels. I tend to be extremely excited when they're somewhat tan with brown hair and brown eyes, and, you know, I pretend I'm them for that moment in time. And I fall for the boys more often than I probably should admit. But I'm not the only one that does that too. I know for a fact a lot of my friends fall for fictional characters. It's because they are what they are. There's no changing them by themselves. They're written from an author, and they make them who they are. They can be imperfect, but through those imperfections, that is what they are. There's no changing. Character growth, of course, but they're not gonna lie to you or cheat you or steal from you. They give you the experiences that are worth reading for. And we can't forget about the authors of these books. I mean, they're the ones that take us to these places, that give us the adventures that we want to read. And so it's always a pleasure when you get to meet one of them. I remember when I went to a author link at my library, and it was for Christopher Paolini. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his last name, so I usually just guess. But I was wearing my cloak, and because we were supposed to dress up, and I was also wearing this little dragon pendant. And I remember he was just like, nice dragon pendant, and I was so excited. I know that's like really lame because it's like something little like a dragon pendant, but it really meant a lot to me that he even noticed that I was wearing this small little dragon pendant. I'm really kind of sad because it broke, and now I can't wear it on my neck, but I'm gonna get it fixed eventually, and then I will wear it again like I used to. I miss it. Anyway, but authors, seriously. What would we do without them, right? Thanks for watching my VEDA. And as I'm sure you are all wondering, my shirt says, relax, I'll handle this, because I am a ninja. And I'll see you tomorrow.